Uh,
Big ball, fat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, fat.
oh, what's going on, YouTube? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. Yes, sir. Day 2 in the books as far as the NFL draft goes. And my Washington Commanders absolutely crushed the second round. Starting off, man, with that 36 pick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you get a guy like Jason, a.k.a. Johnny Newton, 6'2", 304 pounds from Illinois, man. A defensive tackle. At first, you were scratching your head, right? But the way Adam Peters has been drafting, it appears that, yes, he's been blending both the team's need and the best player available at that position. And when you think about Johnny Newton, man, he's a disruptive defensive tackle with instincts, outstanding instincts, with the hands, the ability to tackle, to push the offensive lineman back. He got a low center of gravity, explosive power. He's quick. And when you think about what the Commanders already have up front with Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, and you add him to the mix, you got Dan Quinn, defensive-minded coach with Joe Witt Jr. You got now a rotation that is absolutely insane. And I'm sure schematic-wise, scheme-wise, they're going to be able to have all three of those individuals on the field at one time. And absolutely, when someone gets tired, of course, they can rotate and rotate and rotate. I expect a lot of pressure being applied up front, and the additions that we already made on the outside. Man, that up front, that's the key to the defense, because it's like the quarterback of the defense. If you're getting pressure up front and making it uncomfortable for quarterbacks when they dropping back, that creates turnovers, and that is what the Commanders are basing this pick off, to help up front, to be more flexible, more disruptive, and creative when it comes to play calling, scheme-wise. It's going to be hard to try to scheme up offensively when you got three studs up front like the Commanders now have. Great pick by the Washington Commanders, Adam Peters. They next pick, which it was crazy because they traded with the Philadelphia Eagles because we had the number 40 pick, right? And I was like, wow, okay, what is he cooking up? Like yesterday, I said he was going to definitely be cooking up something real nice. And I know they ain't done, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, trading with Philly, they ended up getting the number 50 pick and the 53rd pick. So with those two picks, I mean, you got Mike Sandstrill, right, from Michigan, a national champion, a nickel corner, converted from being a wide receiver. Ton of ability. I mean, the guy got hands. He had 6 interceptions last year. He's coming up to hit you. I mean, he's 5'9", 182, but he plays much bigger than what his numbers say. He got balance, he got instincts, he got quickness to jump routes. Like I said, he had experience at being a wide receiver, so he can sort of, get on the offensive side from the defensive mindset and be able to have an advantage. And that's how he is successful on pass breakups and interceptions, or reading certain plays, whether it's a hitch, a quick hitch, or a slip screen. And he is making a ton of tackles, making a ton of noise. He can blitz. Seen him blitzing off the edge a few times, making plays, strip sack, fumbles. all kinds of stuff. Just add another element. Obviously, Emmanuel Forbes will be in his second year on the outside. You got Quan Martin there as well. I mean, this pick right here, he's a national champion. I cannot echo that enough. Also was a team captain, just like Newton is a team captain. So it's not only about the player, it's about the person. When you're a team captain, that means your peers and your coaches believe in you to be in that type of position, to be able to be a leader. And when you pair those younger guys with the leaders that we have picked up and the leaders that we already had there on that defensive side of the ball, it's just a plus. That 53rd pick was Ben Sinnott, tight end from Kansas State. Now, watching this guy, I didn't know that much about him. I can't lie, right? But at the same time, when you watch him play, he kind of, and Adam said it, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he's like, I'm not comparing them to, but he's like a Useka or a George Kittle for San Francisco. I mean, you can line him up anyway. It's a hybrid. You can line him up as a blocking fullback coming out of the backfield. You can line him obviously out wide or on the inside. He creates separation. With his route running, his hands is tremendous. He can run after the catch. He can break tackles to run after the catch. A solid, instinctive open field runner. I mean, like I said, he breaks tackles. And he had a career year there in Kansas State. The dude is absolutely a stud, 6'4", 250 pounds. Big guy that can move as well as he can move. When you have him under Zach Ertz, being familiar with Cliff Kingsbury, Zach Ertz will be that teacher, that one that he can lean on. Also, the offense that Kingsbury likes to run, that spread type, getting people in open spaces and things of that nature. He's going to be a perfect fit there at tight end, which was a big need for us as well. I'm very happy with that pick. The next pick, we got TCU, the tackle Brandon Coleman, athletic big guy, 320 pounds, 6'6", presumably will play that left tackle. You know, will compete for the opportunity to be able to start that left tackle. You know, he has a few flaws, but at the same time, he has the strength, he has the will, he has the mindset, he has the footwork, and he's quick and smooth for a guy that's 320 pounds, standing at 6'6". His lateral quickness, and he can excel in like your zone heavy scheme type of runs, design runs or design quarterback runs. He is a player that will contribute right away with the Washington Commanders. And then the last pick kind of surprised me. I didn't know much about him as well. Christian McCaffrey's younger brother, Luke McCaffrey, from Rice, wide receiver, 6'2", which he will be probably the tallest receiver on that roster so far. 198, like I said, from Rice. And he's another player that also was a captain. He also was a captain, and Brandon Coleman was a captain, you know, team captain. So, like I said, just a bunch of character type of guys. That's the culture that Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, Joe Wick Jr., Josh Hurst, the whole Commander organization is bringing in players with quality traits to be potential leaders, captains, character guys, great character guys. But McCaffrey was a quarterback. So again, when you have a receiver that can view the game from the quarterback's position, he understands how to get into zones, where to sit down. He understands coverages. He understands what the defense is trying to do. That is going, and this is only his second year. That was his second year of being a wide receiver. So that can only increase as far as how good he could potentially be. He has hands, he has speed, ran a 4.4. Again, Christian McCaffrey is his brother, so I'm just gonna assume that he has that same work ethic as his big brother, and he's gonna teach him the game. He has a coach there, and he can catch the deep ball, and it's gonna be an exciting target to have alongside, like I say, and with Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin. And you can even add Eckler because he's a receiving type of running back. And with Sennett and Ertz, man, Jaden has a few weapons to be able to operate properly. Looking forward to see what the Commanders going to do in round 3 and 4 and the rest of the draft period. I'm excited. What's your guys' thoughts and comments? It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Until the next time.